graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on, barreled out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing well, and hopefully you're all having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ. We got a doubleheader today. All right, we got Phillies taking on the Dodgers, right, in Game 2 of this 3-game series. And after that's done, after we're done with our post-game show, all right, we are also doing Sixers tonight, too. We are still covering them. There's only a handful of games left to go for them. But, yes, all right, we are ready to rock and ready to roll, baby. Yes. Okay, I want to make sure that that's up and running. All right, so the Phillies, they did win last night. They hung on, they won, and are now 6-1 on the season. Also, by the way, they're 4-0 at home, which is really nice to see. They've actually won their last 5 home games, dating back to the playoffs of last year. So Phillies are going to be taking on the LA Dodgers. We'll get to the starting lineups. We'll talk about the starting pitchers in just a few moments. But just a friendly reminder, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button as well, and turn on those notification bell icons too. And that way you'll know when we go live. Hello, Elaine. Hello, J-Rep. What's going on? I'm ready. I'm so ready for this baseball game, and I cannot wait. Yesterday, Jesus Luzardo did get the win. It was his second win of the season. Yamamoto was charged with the loss. He pitched really well. I said during the postgame show that he pitched all right, but overall, he pitched very well in the game. He went 6 innings. He allowed 3 hits, no runs. He had 5 strikeouts and also 3 walks allowed. And Romano was very, very shaky, but he did end up getting the save in the end. Phillies ended up hanging on by the skin of their teeth at the very end of that game, but they were able to close the door against the LA Dodgers thanks to the cannon from JT Realmuto and some good things that the Phillies were able to do pitching-wise before Romano came in for the 9th inning. All right, I have some highlights, right? I am getting back to doing the highlights. That's what we're doing this year, so I wasn't able to do it the last 3 games, but we are ready to play some highlights, man. Let's get to it. All right, here we go. So the Phillies were able to get a win in last night's game. Sorry about the forgot to change the graphic here. So, yeah, we talked about it before. Jesus Luzardo was on the mound. He went up against Yoshinobu Yamamoto, and both of them were actually going at it against each other. But the Phillies were able to get to Yamamoto very early on. They really were, and they were able to do their part. And it was thanks to Trey Turner as he got on with a double with 1 out in the bottom of the first. And then, well, Sasaki made a little mistake, and that would cause the Phillies to take a 1-0 lead. Odo looks back over at second, and the throw over to third is not in time as Turner is going to score. The ball got on by Miguel Rojas, and the Phillies lead it 1-0. There wasn't even a pitch being thrown, and Yamamoto got distracted, and Trey Turner, playing Little League Baseball, able to score from second base. It's funny because it was just a bad play by Sasaki, by Yamamoto. he did get distracted. Turner was going right before the pitch was even thrown, and Yamamoto got distracted, and Trey really could have been caught into a run down there, but we give him credit because he was able to go on over to third base. But regardless, it was a bad throw over to Miguel Rojas, and the Phillies were able to take a 1-0 lead because of that. Not a lot of offense up until the 7th inning, and we'll talk about the 7th inning, but it was really Yamamoto going up against Jesus Luzardo toe-to-toe, and it was really just an incredible pitching duel to just be able to watch. We knew that the Phillies weren't going to be able to do a whole lot offensively, but you know their pitching really did bail them out, and Jesus Luzardo was just on one and was really, really dominant. The 1-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Balls, 2 strikes. The windup from Luzardo and the pitch, swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts by Luzardo. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Jesus Luzardo. That's now 3 strikeouts in 1 2/3 of an inning. The 3-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Jesus Luzardo strikes out the side. And that's now 4 strikeouts for him, including some awesome emotes. And the 1-2 pitch to Mookie Betts, another swing and a miss. Betts strikes out. Give Luzardo 5 Ks, 5 chairs in the chats. 2-2 pitch to Ohtani, swing and a miss. Jesus Luzardo is on fire. The 2-2 delivery, here it is, swing and a miss. He struck him out. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. Jesus Luzardo, a spectacular home debut for Philadelphia. It was really great, and you could see that his family was crying, and they were just so happy to see him making his home debut. And I said it during the post-game show yesterday, you're not in Miami anymore, man. You're in Philadelphia, and when you pitch like that, you have a whole crowd that's just going to get behind you, and just to be able to see the crowd explode felt like it was a playoff game. It was a playoff type of an atmosphere, and it was just absolutely awesome to just be able to witness that. Yamamoto was getting a hold of the Phillies batters. The Phillies had chances after in the bottom of the 2nd. They had JT Realmuto get on with a 2-out single, and then Stott struck out. In the bottom of the 3rd, well, Schwarber walked with 1 out, and then there was a wild pitch, and then Trey Turner lined out the center. Harper would then walk, and then Bohm lined out the center, and I thought maybe that was a big opportunity for the Phillies to try to come on through. But regardless, they did get 2 big runs in the bottom of the 7th inning. And, well, the first one was on a big base hit by Bryson Stott. The pitch to Stott. Ground ball into left field for a base hit. Kepler's going to score. Castellanos is heading over to third base, and the Phillies lead it 2-0. What a swing by Stott. Castellanos at third, and all smiles for Philadelphia. And that was a big at-bat there, too, because that gave him an extra little cushion. And then Brandon Marsh was able to come up in the next at-bat. Stott and Marsh, before those 2 at-bats yesterday, were 0 for 4 with a pair of strikeouts. So they both struck out 2 times each. And they were not doing well, but they were the difference yesterday. And, well, Brandon Marsh was able to add on another run. And the pitch to Marsh. Ground ball hit over towards the right side. This will bring a run home. And, well, Marsh does ground out, but the Phillies get another run as they lead it 3-0 on the RBI ground out by Brandon Marsh. And that ended up being the difference. It did. Matt Strahm did pitch the 8th inning, and then things did get a little bit shaky, and there were runners over at the corners with 2 outs. But JT Realmuto was just there to save the day. 1-1 pitch up high for ball 2. The throw to second base. He is out! Ohtani! Caught on base! What a throw by JT! Didn't even take the mask off. And that's going to end the 8th inning. a beautiful throw, and a beautiful swipe. And that is what ends the 8th inning, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. Beautiful throw. And a beautiful tag, too, by Bryson Stott as well. For them to just be able to get out of that jam. There were runners over at the corners, and, you take the bat out of Betts' hands. That was wild. I was actually really shocked that Ohtani did end up going. Not going to lie. But regardless, then we go to the 9th inning, and Romano got a little bit shaky. And, well, after JT needed some ointment on the very next pitch, well, Tommy Edman was able to go yard. The 1-1 pitch. Here it is. There's a fly ball hit out towards right field. It's carrying. It's going back towards the track, and it is gone. A one-run ball game as Tommy Edman hits one out to the seats in right field. And those 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th were absolutely huge. And they were. And there was still nobody out. Then the Phillies were able to get Teoscar Hernandez to strike out. I was a little bit shocked that he was going to chase after a slider that was a little bit low. And Romano ended up coming back into the count. He was down in the count 2-0 and ended up striking them out. Then he walked to Will Smith. And Max Muncy came on in to pinch hit for Kike Hernandez, which was the right move, even though Muncy has been struggling this year. But Muncy came up, and again, JT really did save the day. But also credit to Romano for battling in this at-bat here, because this was also a huge strikeout as well. Tying run at first, 1 out, top of the 9th, 3-2 Phils. And the 1-2 to Muncy, swing of a miss, the throw to second base is safe. And so there's 2 outs. And the tying run is over at second. Good throw by JT. They say hold it, and Rob is going to challenge. And they ended up challenging, and well, this is what ended up happening at the very, very end after the challenge was overturned. The call was overturned. Okay, please call on in. It's the ball game. Wait, where is it? Yep, I got it. He struck out there. Conforto would be up next, unless Taylor is out. Did Turner get him? I think he might have. It's hard to tell, though. Ball game or no? They're still reviewing it. Oh boy. That was a good play, nonetheless. Turner and Stoddard right next to each other. Nonetheless, overturned. Let's see. The call is overturned. His out, and that's the ball game. That was the final call right there. Again, Phillies are able to beat the Dodgers by a final score of 3-2. Jesus Luzardo did get his second win of the season, and Yamamoto was charged with the loss, and he's now 1-1, and Romano ended up getting the save. So that's what ended up happening, and now it's time to get to the game. Let's do that right now. See you there. All right, it's time for Phillies baseball, baby. Let's go. Okay, hopefully you all enjoyed those highlights. Again, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button, and make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button as well. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on here and for tuning on in. Aaron Nola is going to be pitching for the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies are in their cream uniforms. They got their cream tops and their cream bottoms. Nola went 5 1/3 against the Nationals. In his last game, he did allow 5 earned runs. No walks. He did have 8 strikeouts and 6 hits allowed. He struggled once he got into that 4th inning. That's really where the damage was done. And hopefully the Phillies can get a good outing out of Aaron Nola today. The lineup that he's going to be facing, well, it's as follows. It'll be Shohei Ohtani batting in the leadoff spot. Then it'll be Mookie Betts batting second. Teoscar Hernandez is going to be batting third. And then it'll be Michael Conforto batting fourth. Hitting fifth will be Tommy Edman. Max Muncy's hitting sixth. Then it's Andy Pages batting seventh. Kike Hernandez hitting eighth. And Austin Barnes batting ninth. All right, so we are ready to get things started. And the first pitch to Ohtani is in there for strike one. Okay. Good stuff. What are your final score predictions? Make sure that you guys comment those down below. Nothing in one is the count to Shohei Ohtani and the 0-1 pitch. And that is just a little bit inside, according to the home plate umpire, Todd Tishner. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Okay. That looks better. Hit that like button, baby. And make sure that you guys hit that subscribe button as well. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. There we go. Ohtani strikes out. And Nola gets his first out of the ball game via strikeout. Nice. Very good. You guys like that? Did you guys like that little highlight reel? One out top of the first. And Betts is coming up to the plate. And the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Let me know what your thoughts were about that highlight reel. It's our third time doing it. No balls, one strike to Mookie Betts. And the pitch, foul ball. So again, Ohtani DHing. Betts playing over at shortstop, batting second. Teoscar's hitting third. He's playing out in right field. Then it's Michael Conforto hitting out in left field. Or playing out in left field. Tommy Edman's at second base, batting fifth. Max Muncy's hitting sixth. He's playing over at third. Andy Pages is out in center. And the pitch is high and inside for a ball. Kike Hernandez plays first base. And Austin Barnes is the catcher for the Dodgers. Highlights were fire. Thanks. Appreciate it. I want to try to do more of those. 1-2 pitch. And it's laid off by Betts. Shout out to Denbrew for cutting some of those highlights. The pitching ones are really hard. That I did by myself. The Luzardo montage, you know, is that you can't just do that on Twitch or on YouTube. You gotta get a whole montage of calls. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Nola, check swing, foul ball. On the defensive side of the diamond for the Phillies today, we'll start off with the infield from first to third. It'll be Harper at first. At second base, it's Stott. And at shortstop, it's Turner. And at third, it's Bohm. Outfielders from left to right, Kepler, Marsh, and Castellanos. And behind the plate is JT. And on the mound is Nola. 2-2, and that is slapped towards the right side into right field for a base hit. And Betts is able to get on with an opposite field single. Just put the ball in a very good spot. Umpires for today, Todd Tishner is calling the balls and the strikes. Hunter Wendelstadt's at first. Adam Hamari is the second base umpire, and Nestor Stasia is at third. Shadows not a factor today. It's very cloudy. Sun's not even close to peeking out. The pitch way inside to Teoscar. Hernandez batting .235. He had a very good season last year offensively for the Dodgers. The 1-0 pitch. That is bounced over towards the catcher in the throw over the second. There's one. The throw back to first. He is safe. Thought maybe it was just going to be foul, but JT got up, went in front of home plate, threw a strike over to second, and then the throwback over to first was not in time. Rob did say hold it for a second. He's not going to challenge, and there's no need to do so because he was absolutely safe at first. He beat it. It was close. JT was like, darn it, I got to get up a second earlier. So that'll go down as a 2-4 fielder's choice. And there's 2 away. Conforto in the cleanup spot today. Stares at strike 1. Again, Freddie Freeman is on the IL. It was announced yesterday. Conforto's numbers 318/444/636. 0-1. There's a pop-up hit out over towards shallow center field. Marsh says he has it, and he comes running in to make the grab, and the inning is over. So just an opposite field single allowed by Nola to Mookie Betts, and no damage done. Bottom of the first coming up, no score. Don't forget to like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. Let's go. Make sure you like, and make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel too. Joe Schwarber will be leading things off for the Phillies. Then it'll be Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, Alec Boehm, Max Kepler, Nick Castellanos, JT Realmuto, Bryson Stott, and Brandon Marsh. And that is your 9 hitters for today. We got 122 people tuning on in. Mod Squad, make sure you guys tell everybody to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well. After the game is done, we will have a post game. And we will be taking phone calls as well as Discord calls. If you guys want to come on and talk to us live, come and join the Discord server. Okay? More than welcome to do that. I want to talk to you guys. I only had 1 caller yesterday. I was really sad, not going to lie. I thought that after a win like that, we get a lot more people calling on in, and I want us to get more people to chat on here. I do. That's why I open up these phone lines. So, I appreciate you, Denbrew, for coming on here to talk, but, you know, I want us to get more callers. I do. It's an opportunity for you guys to come on here and to voice your opinions. I know some people are scared. Some people probably were busy, and I get that. It's not meant for you guys. But, yeah. Again, Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Boehm, Kepler, Castellanos, Realmuto, Stott, and Marsh are all in the lineup today for the Philadelphia Phillies, who, by the way, are 6-1 and are 4-0 to start off the season at home. And the guy that they're facing today will be Roki Sasaki, who has the nickname of Rookie Sasaki. Command has been an issue for him over these first couple of outings for him so far this season. We'll talk a little bit more about his numbers. But he winds up and fires and throws a 97-mile-per-hour fastball just at the knees for a strike. 2 starts for him in a 5.79 ERA, 9 walks in 4 2/3, and 5 strikeouts. 0-1 pitch. That's down and inside for a ball. Yeah. The 1-1 pitch to Schwarber, and that's wide and high for ball 2. Sasaki has a bright yellow fielding glove, and the 2-1 is ripped foul over towards the seats. That was a rocket. Sasaki with a 4-seamer, a splitter, and a slider. Those are his 3 pitches that he has in his toolbox. Hitters are 4 for 13 off of the 4-seamer, 0 for 1 against the splitter, and 0 for 3 against the slider. 2-2 pitch. Low and away. What are your final score predictions? Make sure that you guys comment those down below. Would appreciate that. I know. I love learning this. 3-2 pitch to Schwarber. Bouncing ball. Hit over towards the right side for a base hit. And it was just able to find a hole. And Schwarber gets on with a single out over to right field. Not a bad pitch. And Edman just not able to get on over to it. He tried to dive, and it got right on past him. It was about maybe half a foot, or half an inch, I should say, away from fielding that ball. Here comes Turner, and he hits this one out over to right field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Schwarber's rounding second. He'll go on over to third. The throw is cut off by Betts at shortstop. And, well, the Phillies already have runners on at the corners, just like that. And Harper's coming up to the plate. Let's go, chat. To the Harper emotes. Toss bat to first, and Turner dives back in there with a very late tag. Defensively for the Dodgers, they got Sasaki on the hill. They got Barnes behind the plate. And time called by Bryce. Rest of the infielders, Betts is over at shortstop. At first base, it's Kike Hernandez. At second, it's Tommy Edman. And over at the hot corner is Max Muncy. In left field, it's Conforto. Center fielders, Pajes and Teoscar Hernandez playing out in right field. The pitch is in there for a strike. Barnes' throw over the second base. Not in time. It was actually a high throw. And Betts was able to make the catch. And Trey Turner is in scoring position. Small ball from Philadelphia. And that gets rid of the double play. Harper hitting .241. And the pitch to Bryce. Foul ball. Swung on a splitter that was below the zone. Gotcha, man. 0-2 to Bryce. Outside for a ball. Yeah, please call on into the postgame show, man. Seriously. I want us to take more phone calls. We only got one phone call yesterday. I was a little bit disappointed about that. Phone number is listed in the description down below. You can leave a voicemail message. The 1-2 to Bryce. Swing and a miss. That was a splitter inside and not a good at-bat by Harper. He wanted to whack one out of here. And now it's Bohm coming up to the plate. Not a bad pitch from Sasaki, but again, giving him nothing good to swing and nothing good to hit. I'm saying from Sasaki's perspective, too, that was a good pitch because he knew that Harper was going to go after something. Pitch to Bohm. That's outside for a ball. One out to Bohm. High bouncer hit over towards shortstop. This will bring a run home. The throw to first is in time. Kike did cover first base. Heading over to third base is Turner, and the Phillies lead it 1-0 on the RBI ground out by Alec Bohm. Now it's Kepler coming on up to the plate. And the first pitch he takes is high and away for a ball. Count is 1-0. Charge! One ball, no strikes. Sasaki fires, and it misses high for ball 2. Hit that like button and hit that subscribe button as well. 2-0 to Kepler, and that's high and away for ball 3. And Sasaki looking shaky already. Kepler just hitting .238 on the season so far. He had a very good first series. 3-0 pitch, red lights all the way, and he takes it right down the heart and soul of the plate for strike 1. Got 183 people on here watching. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel as well. 3-1 pitch to Max Kepler, and there's a bouncer hit over towards the right side. Second baseman Edman does have it. Tosses it on over to first base, and the inning is over. The Phillies, they do get a run and lead it 1-0 as we go to the top of the second. Bowman an RBI ground out, and Kyle Schwarber was able to score, and that's how we have a 1-0 lead. Okay. Yeah. We got a post-game show after the game is done. I want us to get more people to come on over here. The event link is posted right over here. Okay? I'm going to post it right now in the description. Here it is. Or sorry, in the live chat. That is the event link. Okay? We're going to X out of this. You know, it's funny. I saw Dodgers fans complaining last night after they lost, and it was like that they lost like the World Series. That's how much they were complaining about last night. It's just so funny to me how when you follow a team, right, you tend to focus on the weaknesses more than just its strengths, and you know, as baseball fans, I think that what we tend to do is we tend to focus on how we can be perfect. We strive for perfection, right? And that's why we're hard on our teams, right? We try to strive for perfection, and we want us to be the best. But it's just funny to me how even the team that was looked upon as the best, I'm watching some of their podcasts yesterday. I'm watching some people comment on their streams and even on Twitter. And Dodgers fans were really not happy with their team yesterday. And I'm not telling you that they should be, but it's funny to me how that all works out. That's just sports, I guess. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Now it's Tommy Edman up to the plate. And the first pitch that he sees is strike 1 on the outside corner. JT has caught 132 runners stealing. No matter how fast you run, no matter where you hide, JT will catch you. 0-1 to Edman. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. And it's just warning track power. And Castellanos makes the catch actually just before the warning track. The hotline 610-314-0844. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell. The pitch. Let's take it for a ball. 1-0 pitch to Max Muncy is just inside for ball 2. Muncy struck out in the 9th inning of last night's game. Didn't even start. And then JT gunned out Chris Taylor to end the game. So it was a strike him out, throw him out. 2-0. There's a strike. Blue batting gloves for Max Muncy. And the 2-1 is a strike. It's a knuckle curve thrown by Nola. Be great if he could get some run support today. Phillies lead at 1-0. They got an RBI ground out from Alec Bohm. And the 2-2 pitch, line drive down the right field line. That's a fair ball. It's going to go all the way towards that right field corner. Muncy's going to head on over to second base. The throw is cut off by Bryson Stott, and the tying run is in scoring position. I always keep saying Maxie. That'll bring up Pages. Good swing, too, by Max. That was hanging. Hey, JJ, thanks for calling the game. Can't watch here in Gettysburg. Let's go, Phils. We love you, man. Pitch. And that is taken for a strike. No balls, 1 strike to Pages. The pitch. That's high for a ball. Only 67 likes on here, and there's 182 people. Let's try to get more likes on here, man. We're doing Sunday Night Baseball tomorrow, too. If you're not a fan of the Phillies, well, you'll get to see more baseball from me. 1-1, swing and a miss. One-two pitch. That's down for ball 2. Let's have this conversation. Who's an above-average shortstop right now? Lindor? That's 1. Gunnar Henderson? 2. 3, would you say Corey Seager's above average? 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And there's 2 away here in the top of the 2nd inning. Who else is an above average shortstop? Bo Bichette. I'll take Trey over Bo Bichette. Pitch on the way, in the air, hit out over towards left field, and Kike Hernandez goes yard. So, Dodgers take a 2-1 lead on a home run allowed by Aaron Nola. Is that a hanging slider? Nonetheless, it was an off-speed pitch, and Kike was sitting right on it. And the Dodgers lead it 2-1 against the Phils. Now it's Austin Barnes coming on up, and he looks at strike 1 on the outside corner. Oh, 1 pitch, ground ball, scooped up by Turner. Sidearm throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. The Dodgers get a 2-run blast from Kike Hernandez. And the Phillies looking to respond as they go to the bottom of the second inning. Let's go. Falco's here. What's up, Falco? Says it was nice that we beat these guys last night. I agree. It was good. Here come the NOLA haters. Love it. Here come the NOLA haters. Make sure you guys like. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel too. And hit those bell icons. We got 188 people tuning on in. All right. Nobody gave me their final score predictions. I wanted to hear what your final score predictions were. I asked a couple of times. Hey, JJD's going to the game tomorrow. She's doing it live. Michael, you changed your profile pic. You changed your profile pic. I didn't even recognize you, my friend. Nola's Tobias Harris. Yeah, sure. Nola is Tobias Harris. That's a terrible comparison. Tobias Harris was a liability. Aaron Nola at least made an all-star appearance a couple of times. Pitch, and that's taken down low for a ball. Jack says 8-7. One up pitch. And that's taken inside for ball 2. I mean, I don't even have to say anything about Nola. 2-0 pitch. That was a little bit outside, but it's called a strike. Two one. Fly ball hit out over towards right field. It's going to be caught by Teoscar for out number 2. Would you rather have Aaron Nola or would you rather have like Will Warren from the Yankees? Pitch, and that's taken for a strike because some of y'all really like treat him like he's awful, like he's the worst thing ever. He's not. It's not the worst thing ever. I bet you that the Braves wanted him. I'll take him over Kodai Senga. I'll take him over a lot of pitchers. One, swing and a miss. Take him over Grayson Rodriguez, Dean Kramer. Kevin Gausman. 1-2. That's taken down for ball 2. Phillies trail 2-1 to the LA Dodgers. And the 2-2 pitch, and that's way up high for ball 3. Let's see, the reason why I'm also engaging in this conversation is because we're going to get more chatter this way. You see? I'm smart. Three balls, two strikes. Realmuto up to the plate. And the pitch to JT, line drive hit out towards left field, and it is caught. It was well struck, to be honest with you. And Conforto was there to make the grab. Pitch. There's a called strike. I said 6-1 Dodgers. Oh, I missed that. Sorry. 0-1. That bounces in the dirt to Bryson Stott. Phillies do lead 1-0. They got an RBI ground out from Alec Bohm. 1-1. Foul ball. That goes out of play. The 1-2 pitch to Stott. That's wide for ball 2. Pitch to Stott. Ground ball off the top of the hill. It's played on a bounce by Betts. The throw is low, but it's dug out over at first base by Kike Hernandez. And the inning is over. So, Phillies go down 1-2-3. And we head to the top of the third. Dodgers have the 2-1 lead. Make sure you guys like. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as well. And turn on those notification bell icons too. And that way you'll know when we go live. To be fair, JJ, Taiwan Walker made an all-star appearance, says Brian. Appreciate it. We got a $2 super chat. Thank you so much. JWK, appreciate you. Appreciate it so much, man. Now look, see? See, this is beautiful. Now I'm getting people to chat just because I'm talking about Nola. There you go. Wake up, baby. Wake up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get everybody else to wake on up. Let's go. This is how you get people to wake up. There's a method to my madness. Let's go, fightins. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Thanks again for the $2 super chat. I appreciate you so much, JWK. Let's go, Phils. It's not over till it's over. Nope. It ain't. How'd they get 2 runs? I was texting. Nola gave up a 2-run homer to Kike Hernandez. If only we had a Spencer Strider who will give you 1 season before Tommy John surgery. Yeah, I mean, look. Okay. The best pitchers in the game. Yamamoto. Garrett Cole when he's healthy. Right? Zach Wheeler. Chris Sale. Spencer Strider. Of course. Those are aces. right? Scubal as well. 1 ball, no strikes to Shohei Ohtani. One ball, no strikes. The windup and the pitch from Nola. Swing and a miss. Excuse me. We are the bullpen killers. Y'all need to relax and find baby Jesus in your hearts. Blue collar mentality, am I right? Pitch. Now it's 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 to Shohei. There's strike 2. You'll take Bailey. Okay, that is like the. Oh my gosh, Brian, you're such a. You're insane. You're absolutely insane. You'll take Bailey Falter. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch, and that should have been called strike 3. It was right at the knees. Bailey Falter. How's he even doing? Bailey Falter. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Bailey Falter had a 4.43 ERA last year. Nola had like a 3.4. He went 142 innings. Falter. And he only struck out 97 batters and allowed 70 earned runs. Nola, on the other hand, I mean, do I even have to talk about it? 3-2 to Ohtani. There's a line drive, foul ball. Nola last year gave up only... Nola gave up, 79 earned runs, but that was in 200 innings. Take Bailey Falter over Nola. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Mike, you would really take Bailey Falter over Aaron Nola? You're bugging. Three balls, 2 strikes to Shohei Ohtani, and the next pitch is down and away for ball 4. Blame all the BS. The pitch. There's a called strike. Listen, I understand stats, but if you just watch him pitch, I watch him pitch. He pitches better than Bailey Falter does. His knuckle curve is so much better than Bailey Falter's out pitches. I'll take Aaron Nola over Bailey Falter any day. I do watch him. I call these games. You see me watch them every day. What's up, Bohm Zone? The pitch, or actually the throw back over to first, is not in time. No balls, 1 strike. Two to 1 Dodgers. The 0-1 pitch. There's a ground ball. It's a foul ball. Cooper Flagg just got named AP Player of the Year. Can't wait to watch him tonight. 0-2 is wide for a ball. By the way, the Cubs are destroying the Padres 7-1. Whew. It's in the bottom of the 7th. Mike, you're taking Bailey Falter over Aaron Nola. You're crazy. You're ridiculous. I know that you've explained how Nola does every time, but you haven't explained how Bailey Falter does every time. You're insane. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. That's way up high for ball 3. Nola gets set and fires the pitch. There's a ground ball, base hit out into left field. I never said that. Who said that? Brian Pumper did. Brian Pumper said that Bailey Falter's better than Aaron Nola. He just said that. So Betts gets on with a single out over to left field. And Teoscar Hernandez is coming up. The pitch. And there's a foul ball. No balls, 1 strike. The windup and the pitch. Ground ball hit over towards shortstop. The throw over the second. There's 1. The throw over to first in time for a 6-4-3 double play. I got a hot take for y'all. Ready for this? Ready for this hot take? The Padres are going to win the NL West this year. Padres will win the NL West this year over the Dodgers. Conforto is up to bat, and the pitch, and that's taken outside for a ball. Shabbat Shalom. What's up, Will? 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Dodgers are better. The Padres are winning the NL West. Thanks. Larry says he could see it happening. They're a good team. 1 ball, 1 strike. The next pitch, and that's outside for ball 2. The Padres could easily win over 100 games. Two one, swing and a miss. Is that really a hot take, though? Think about it. I got the Padres winning. Pitch. That's taken low for a ball. Cubs have 6 wins already in the NL, yes, but they've played the most games along with the Dodgers. Are they a World Series team then? No. No. 3-2 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards right center field. And that is going to be caught right on the track by Brandon Marsh. And the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the third. Nola does get out of the jam. And the Phillies are down 2-1. All right. Nothing much, man. Just resting. Just now out of a study. Oh, nice. Very nice. Cool. But yeah, Shabbat Shalom to you. It's almost Abdallah. Almost. You were there last night. Oh, that must have been awesome. What's up, Raxo? What's going on? So we're going to the bottom of the third inning. Let me close my window real quick. Okay. Matthew Boyd has yet to allow a run this season. Former Detroit Tiger is now on the Chicago Cubs. Here's something positive. Mick Abel for AAA today. 6 innings, 4 hits, no runs, no walks, and 7 strikeouts. Bottom of the third inning, Marsh will lead things off. It'll be 9-1-2 due up in the batting order. Don't forget to like and subscribe, baby. Calling into the postgame show afterwards. First pitch to Brandon Marsh. That was outside, but it's called strike one by Todd Tishner. Damn. 0-1 to Marsh. Foul ball. If you're tuning in over on the vertical stream, thank you so much for being on here. The 0-2 to Marsh. Ground ball, foul ball towards the first base side. Let's go, chat. Charge! The 0-2 to Marsh, swing and a miss. And Marsh does strike out on a splitter. And there's one away. By the way, the Cardinals and the Red Sox are in a rain delay. I think they were supposed to start at 4. First pitch to Schwarber. And it's taken on the outside corner for strike one. Orioles lead at 2-0 in the top of the fourth. Yankees also have a 2-0 lead in the top of the fourth. O's playing the Royals. Yankees out in Pittsburgh. 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed by Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber, ever since 2024, has had 6 homers against the Dodgers, 1 double, and 4 singles. It's good for a 407 average. 0-2 pitch, swinging a miss, and he looks like a fool swinging at that splitter that was in the dirt. And back-to-back strikeouts for Sasaki. Pitch. There's strike 1. To Trey Turner, former Dodger. Got on with a single and a stolen base. 0-1 pitch, down and inside for ball 1. One to Trey. Fly ball hit out over towards left field. He got way underneath it. And Conforto's there to make the grab. And there is out number 3. We go to the top of the 4th. It's still 2-1 Dodgers. Okay. Whew. Who are you rooting for tonight? Duke or Houston? For those of you that follow March Madness, who are you rooting for? Ray says Duke. Williams says Houston. I know what Houston, Texas Dave is going to say. Anybody else? Duke or Houston? For those of you that follow March Madness, Will says Duke. Okay? Derek Queen, I think, just declared for the NBA draft. Good for him. I want Coop on the Sixers. I do too, Will. I do too. And Florida versus Auburn. Who you taking in that game? Florida or Auburn? Going with the Gators. Probably says I don't really like Queen. Okay. Why don't you like him? Just out of curiosity. His attitude, his game, mixture of both. I'd rather the center from Duke. Michael says Florida. Okay. Here comes Nola out there for the top of the 4th. And the pitch. And that's outside for a ball. Will says I'm going to go with Florida. Nice. Cool. We got 175 people tuning on in. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. The pitch. That's outside for ball 2. Probably says I'm going Auburn. I think I got my Final Four bracket correct. 2-0 pitch. Strike 1. Well, that was funny. He's number 10 for Florida. Number 10. That's Thomas Howe, right? It's from New Oxford, Pennsylvania. 2-1 pitch. Popped up. Hit out over towards the infield. JT takes off the mask. And I'll make the catch right in front of the Hill for out number 1. We need that first pick. Trade Coop. Or sorry, get Coop and trade Joel. So Will, you'd rather keep Paul George and trade Joel Embiid. Yeah. Nice. Pitch. There's a called strike. That's cool, Eric. Will says restart the franchise. No balls, 1 strike to Max Muncy, and the pitch on the way is a knuckle curve. There's a swing and a miss. I would get rid of PG and Joel. Okay, but if you were to only get rid of one, if you could only choose one to get rid of, who would you do? Because you're not going to be able to get rid of both. If they do, that would be wild. One ball, 2 strikes. Nola gets set just at the letters. Kicks and deals, and that pitch is high. Get rid of PG, easy. Philly falters better than Embiid at basketball. What a troll comment. It's a PG. Okay. Wow, y'all really hate PG. 2-2 pitch. Line drive. Base hit out over towards right field. And Muncy gets on with a single. Just gotta hope that Joel's knees can last. Yep. So a 1-out single by Max Muncy. I'm with you there, Brian. Pitch. That's taken inside for a ball. We are doing the Sixers game after the post-game show of this. They got to get that pick. The pitch on the way. Popped up, hit out over towards center field. Marsh comes jogging on in over towards second base. And he'll make the catch for out number 2. Now it's Kike Hernandez who's up to bat. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing it throughout these last 3 years. I gotta stay consistent. I do. I cover them just like RB does, man. And I cover the Eagles too. Pitch on the way, ground ball, backhanded by Bohm to throw over to first base. Nice play by Bohm. And Hernandez is out. And we've played 3.5 innings. Go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 2-1. Philadelphia down by a run. Yeah. I still do the Sixers. I do. I'm not watching, but I know they are that bad. Am I a fan? And I'm a fan. Yeah. Honestly, like, people that are like, the people that tell you, I'll be honest with you, the people that tell you, well, you can only be a fan if you watch them when they're really good and when they're really bad, I disagree with that, man. I disagree with that 1,000%. Why would you put yourself through heck, right, as just a regular fan, to just watch a bad team play. I'm only doing it to myself because I'm doing this. I'm trying to make a living out of this. But for those people that are out there that are just like, you know, talk to me like when they're good again, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Crowley. '76ers are a dumpster fire. And my man John doesn't even like basketball, and yet he knows. It's true. Going to South Carolina for Passover. Nice. Very nice. Harper's going to come on up to the plate. It's 2-1 Dodgers against the Philadelphia Phillies. Again, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel, folks. I don't even think we've reached 100 likes yet. Michael, you're a liar. You were on stream the other day. The pitch. That's down for a ball. I've been done with the Sixers since November. Been trying to play capture the flag. 1-0 pitch to Bryce Harper, swing and a miss. I'll tell you though, when the Phillies are on and they're playing at the same time as the Sixers, we are going to show RB some love. Because my man has been grinding out this content even during these bad times. He's been better at it than I have. 1-1. That's outside for ball 2. We got to 100 likes. Let's go. Nice. 2-1 to Harper. Outside for ball 3. You probably don't even return your cards to the supermarket. Ugh. 3-1 to Bryce. Foul ball. Oh, Darth. That got me there. You're funny. That did get me. Payoff pitch to Bryce Harper. Good eye. And he gets aboard with a leadoff walk. Okay. So a leadoff walk by Harper. Start off the bottom of the 4th. I respect RB. Yep, me too. I was, but I wasn't watching. I was listening. That's true. Pitch to Bohm, and he gets underneath it and pops it out over towards right center field. Hernandez is on the run, and they'll make the grab. And there's one away. Talk about great plate discipline. I was being sarcastic. You guys are funny. Now it's Max Kepler who's going to come on up to the plate. Red batting gloves. Phillies again are in their cream uniforms. I don't know if they're going to be doing that every Saturday. Pitch to Kepler, and he pops this one up out over towards center field. And gets it off the end of the bat, and Pajes is there and makes the catch. I mean, just take a pitch, man. 2 pitches. And yet we're flying out. And now it's Nick Castellanos who's going to get a crack at it. The pitch. That's taken for a called strike. It was a good pitch. Toss back to first, and Harper is safe. I stumbled for a second because Harper didn't slide, nothing. He just went back over to the bag standing up, and it was an awkward kind of a throw. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Harper leads off over at first. He's going to stay put as the 0-2 is inside. It looked like he was going to go for a second, and then he put on the brake pedals. One, 2 to Casty, swing and a miss. And he chases after a splitter, and the inning is over as we go to the 5th. That was a bad inning there. Harper actually got on with a walk, put up a good plate appearance. And what do you know? Alec Bohm goes after the first pitch, gets underneath it, flies out, and Kepler gets underneath the first pitch. I mean, that's just getting yourself out. That's getting yourself out right there. You're giving away at bats by doing that. Am I right, chat? Or am I wrong? Am I right? Or am I wrong? That ended took 2 minutes and 54 seconds. You actually kept track. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Yeah, not a great inning there. Why do we swing after the... You know what really does bother me? You know, the whole, like, immaturity stuff from Bohm, when he slams the bat down after he gets himself out or something, like, come on, man. I'm getting tired of it. I understand that you're disappointed in yourself, but just be a professional. I don't know. Make the pitcher work for it as well. Yep. It's a mental game. I was joking, but it felt that short. Somebody do a stopwatch like the next time. Low key, yes. Like, grow up. Seriously. Yeah. I'm tired of the immaturity. He, like, always slams the bat down after he gets underneath a pitch or after he gets on top of it. Like, hustle over to first, dude. Put the emotion aside. Pitch, nets inside for a ball. Yes, correct. Correct, Jane. I don't think he's doing it for the fans. I think he's doing it for himself, honestly. I mean, Rob did come out with a quote the other day and said that Bohm has been working on setting his emotions aside. So he's not doing that for the fans, if that's the quote. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch. That's on the inside corner for a called strike there. JJ, take it easy on Bohm. He put 15 pounds of muscle on, and he needs time to adjust. Brian, you're funny. Of course, drop that link down below, man. We love you. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Drop your link down below, my friend. Phillies have the third lowest ERA by starters this year so far, 2-2, and that's going to be bounced over towards the left side. Nola plays on the bounce, spins, turns, throws over to first. Nice play by Nola, and there's out number one. And that was not as easy as it looked. Took a little slow bouncer over towards that left side of the mound, and Nola did backhand it, and he threw it on over to first. He's not the most athletic player in the world either. I think that we take Christopher Sanchez and Ranger Suarez for granted like that. So Austin Barnes got out. And now Ohtani is back up to the plate. And he flinches for a second, but it catches the inside corner for strike one. Oh, 1 pitch. Line drive played on the bounce by Stott. He digs it out, throws it on over to first, and 2 away. .71 pitches by Aaron Nola. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. Tomorrow's series will wrap up in the afternoon at 1:35 p.m. Eastern Time. It'll be Sanchez against Glass now. It's going to be tough for the Phillies to hit off of him. The pitch. There's a strike. Mookie 2 for 2 today with 2 singles off of Aaron Nola. Oh, 1 pitch. That is taken for a strike. He is a good hype man. I like Tyler. Shout out to Tyler, man. He's great. He's beautiful. You're not crazy. You're not crazy at all, Bernie. 1-1. That's down for ball 2. The 2-1 pitch to Betts. Bouncing ball hit over to third base. Bohm has it. Throws it on over to first. And it's in time for out number 3. The bottom of the 5th is coming up in just a few seconds. Aaron Nola does get out of the inning. Only 2 strikeouts for him today. But just the 2-run homer allowed to Kike Hernandez, and that's been it for him. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm not going to be able to do all the 162. So we are going to get RB to come on in and fill in during some of these games that I can't do. So, just wanted to make sure that I put that out there. Three minutes and 46 seconds. I don't care about the pitching side of things. I care about the hitting side. I want to know how many minutes is this inning going to take. As a Mariners fan, got to pick the Phillies. Can't stand these Dodgers. The Dodgers, according to Philly fans, well, this is pretty much what it sounds like from Philly fans. Yeah. By the way, JJ, I watch all your streams, man. I just can't comment in the game threads because I'm at work, he says, right? And can't log in. You're killing it, bro. Keep it up. Appreciate you, man. Shout out to Bernie. Shout out to Bernie. Colonel Bernie. Appreciate you. Giving you a little salute. Yeah. We have fun. We do. We didn't do On This Day in Phillies history, folks. I apologize about that. We missed that in the bottom of the 4th. We're going to do it right now. Okay? We'll do it right now. We're doing it! We're doing it live! Yeah, there's a lot of things that happened today. Today is April 5th. How about this? Back in 1965, Wes Covington's fourth inning single was the only hit by the Phillies in a 2-0 exhibition loss to the Chicago White Sox. That was back in 65 on this day. 18 years later, in their last head-to-head outing between Hall of Famers Tom Seaver actually beat Steve Carlton and the Phillies 2-0. In the 17 games they started against each other, Seaver got the win in 11, and Carlton did it in 3. The pitch. It was an 0-1 count, and now it's a 1-1 count. There's a bug in here. Then we'll do one more. 1-1 pitch. That was low, but it's a called strike. In 2004, the Phillies opened the series with John Vukovich as their third base coach. It was Vuk's 17th consecutive season as their coach, making him the longest tenured coach in team history. Y'all remember him? 1-2. That's taken down for a ball. Two-two pitch. Line drive. Foul ball. Y'all remember Vukovich? Two-two. Foul ball. I met John Covington in 65 at a Chester supermarket. That's cool. Vuk was the man. Yeah, I don't remember him. He was just before my time. Pitch to JT. That should have been called a strike, but it was called a ball. It was a good pitch by Sasaki. 3-2 pitch, and that's taken down for ball 4. And JT gets on with a leadoff walk. So Harper got on with a leadoff walk in the 4th. And JT starts things off with a walk here in the bottom of the 5th. Trent Grisham just hit his second homer of the day. Pitch. That's taken for a strike. Who's the Vuk guy? Well, we just said that he was their longest tenured third base coach. It was his 17th consecutive season as coach. 0-1 the stat, and that's outside for a ball. He actually died in 07. I didn't realize that. 1-1, strike 2. Played in parts of 10 seasons between the Phillies, the Reds, and the Brewers from 1970 to 81. He's also known for recording the lowest career MLB batting average at 161 of any non-pitcher with 500 or more at-bats. 1-2. That's down for ball 2. Sasaki gets set at the letters and the pitch. Line drive, hit out towards right field, and that's going to drop in for a single in front of Hernandez. Heading over to second base is realmuto, and Stott puts it in a very good spot. And so we got runners on over at first and second base. All right, let's go. Let's go, baby. Come on. Two base runners. And Ferguson's going to go out there to talk with his pitcher. actually, Roberts is going to go out there. That's going to be it for Sasaki. So Sasaki's day is done, and they're going to the bullpen already. Kind of shocked. I mean, it is the bottom of the fifth, but even still. Vukovic was a two-time World Series champion, too, in case you didn't know. Back in 75 and in 1980 as well. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. We got 219 people tuning on in, 117 likes. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on. I want my lead back. Okay. Let's go, baby. I haven't seen any Phillies emojis today. I've seen a couple. There's D. There's D with the emotes. There you go. Maybe I haven't really been looking, but there we go. We got some emotes. I saw some emotes before, actually. I'm sorry. I apologize. You know, to be fair, when I'm looking at my chat on the program that I use, they don't show the emotes. So that's all me. It was probably the best fielding third baseman the Phillies ever had. I'd say Alec Bohm is. Just kidding. Thought that would make you laugh. Yes, sir. All right, here's Brandon Marsh facing Anthony Banda. Lefty on lefty. The pitch to Marsh. High for ball one. This is it. They got to get a run here. This is the inning. They have got to get a run here. It's interesting how they're lining, how the infield is aligned. They're playing him to pull towards that right side as the pitch is high for ball two. Let's see the stop signs in the chat. Stop signs, baby. Charge! 2-0 pitch to Marsh, and he pops it up. It's in foul ground, and Muncy will give it a look, and it goes out of play. Jeez. Damn. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tying run in scoring position. The pitch. Wide for ball 3. It's cold at the bank. Feels like it's a night game. Banda stares back at second. Now back to the plate. The 3-1 pitch. And it was inside, and Marsh gets underneath it. And he pops it out over towards right center field. Pajes calls off Teoscar. JT does tag up from second, and he'll head on over to third base. Good base running by realmuto. But a terrible at-bat again by Marsh. He tagged up just in time and was able to dive on into third base. And so Kyle Schwarber's coming up with runners on over at the corners. All right, right, he steps up to the plate. Pitch number 1 to Schwarber, down and out for ball 1. Stott's over at first. And JT's over at third. The 1-0 pitch to Schwarber in the dirt for ball 2, and Schwarber says, hold your horses, everybody. Barnes actually played that pretty well. This game is almost an hour and a half old. 2-0 to Schwarber. Just misses outside for ball 3. And not by much. Schwarber 2 for 8 with runners in scoring position this season with a pair of homers. Those were his only 2 hits and 5 RBI. Can he come through here? The 3-0 to Schwarber on the outside corner for a strike at 96 by Banda. Banda now 31 years old. Lefty on lefty, the pitch to Schwarber, foul ball back over towards the screen. And Banda trying to get back into the count. This could be the pitch of the game here, seriously. Kind of feels like it. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And a payoff pitch to Schwarber. Fly ball hit out towards right field. This should be deep to get a run home. Teoscar makes the catch. The throw is over to first base. And Stott is out. He was hanging off of first base. What was he doing? What was he doing? That's going to go down as a 9-3 double play. Stott was way off the bag at first. And he is out. And the inning is over. That's unbelievable. That's how the inning ends. And we go to the top of the 6th. 2-1 Dodgers. Awful base running. I mean, why are you hanging off the bag there? You got to get back to first base. You can't be dancing that far off the bag. I understand you got to be prepared just in case he drops it, but well, damn. That was terrible base running by Bryson Stott. And JT did not score before the out was recorded back at first, by the way. Wow. Crazy. That's awful. That costed them a run. We're going to the top of the 6th. It's 2-1 Dodgers. What a game. I mean, chat, how we feeling? Chat's upset too. It ain't time for trivia yet. We do it in the 7th. That looks like LA's. No, their base running, that was not. I mean, well, okay, I guess you can make. Yeah, it's a different situation, but still. Stott with a terrible base running mistake. 75 pitches for Nola. He's going to go back out there to pitch the 6th inning. And the pitch, and that's outside for a ball. Another reason to play Sosa. 1-0 pitch. And there's strike one. And he was dancing so far off the bag. I don't mean to keep beating a dead horse, but you're playing against the Dodgers. You're having a hard time producing a run. I understand that you got to be aware of if that drops in for a hit, but it looked like it was going to be caught. You got to have better judgment there. 1-1. Strike two. Was it a good throw back over to first? Yeah, it was a good throw, but that was more so on Stott's base running. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Hernandez. The pitch is outside for ball 3. We got a $5 super chat. And Mundo doesn't sell like that. Bryson Stott is expendable, says Brian. I first and foremost, thanks for the $5 super chat, my man. And second of all, I don't get why Sosa was benched. 3-2, ground ball, back-ended by Turner. Over at shortstop to throw over to first in time for out number 1. But going back to that play, I mean, you're taught that you have to be off the bag a little bit, but you can't be too far off in that situation. They're showing a replay. Stott was like more than halfway going over to second base. He thought it was going to drop for a hit. That was his problem. Pitch, and there's a high fly ball hit out towards deep right field. Castellanos looks up, and it's gone. And Michael Conforto doing what he did, like he did when he was on the New York Mets. Hits a home run, and it's 3-1 Dodgers in the top of the 6th. And the boos start coming down. Whew. Cutter down Broadway. He hit that thing off of a tee. The pitch, swing and a miss. (3-1) LA. Top of the 6th. And the 0-1, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. It's playable for Kepler, and he'll make the catch. Brian, is he more overrated than Joel Embiid? The pitch. And there's a strike. Oh, 1 pitch. It was a little bit high, but it's a called strike. What was the worst pitcher in MLB history? They just care about how many long balls he gives up. That's all that they care about. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nola definitely is. Embiid is pretty overrated, though, says Brian. I had to ask you that. 1-2. That's down in the dirt for ball 2. 2-2. Foul ball. Phillies are about to be 0-2 when Nola starts. I mean, guys, yeah, the game's over. It's over. It's over. There's no bottom of the 6th. There's no bottom of the 7th. It's done. It's over. Two balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch to Muncy. Line drive, hit out over towards center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Marsh plays it on 2 bounces, and Muncy gets on with a 2-out single. I love it when chat disagrees. We got a good chat, man. It's great. Pitch, net's way up high for a ball. Andy Pajes is up to the plate. Folks, make sure you guys like, make sure you guys subscribe. If we all agreed, man, life would be so boring. It's entertaining when we disagree on things. Pitch. And that's taken for a ball. We're about to get cooking. So is Harper the problem? Muncy leads off over at first. Two-0, swing and a miss. Variety is the spice of life, isn't it? I love it. And guess what? It gets more people to talk. So it tells me that I'm doing my job. Two and one is the count. And the pitch to Pajes, and he fouls it off. Andy today 0 for 2. He has struck out and he has flied out to center. Taiwan is 10,000 times better than Nola. He said 1,000, but I thought it said 10,000. I'm sorry. 2-2 pitch. That's down for ball 3. Larry, I love you, man. You guys are funny. Three balls, 2 strikes. Runner goes, and the pitch. Foul ball off of the knee of Pajes. Got another $5 super chat. JJ, I believe it's a moot point when you say Nola is solid with the exception of giving up home runs. Aaron is garbanzo beans. Appreciate you, man. I do. I love the back and forth. 3-2 pitch. There's a ground ball. Sliding stop by Bohm. The throw over to first. What a play by Alec. That was a pretty good play. And Nola does get out of the inning. Bohm makes a very good play over at third base. And so, you go to the bottom of the 6th. Good for Alec Bowman. He threw a strike over to first. Oof. Okay. It's funny. Noah's killing me, face purple crying. Yes, sir. Brian, thanks again for the super chat. I do. Hey, guys. Come on, talk to me after this game, man. Come on and talk to me after this game. The link is right here. We also have a phone number. Mads, what is the phone number? Bohm's playing good defense at least. Yeah. Oh, as broke as me. Stop acting like you signed that $300 million contract. I don't care how much these dudes get paid. It's not my problem, nor is it in your bank account. We will never understand $1 million, let alone tens or 100. Y'all are funny. Ugh. It's funny too because sometimes like I'll say things on Twitter or I'll say things on TikTok and I'll post a clip and then some people are like, no, you're so wrong. And then other people debate and they're like, yo, you're wrong. And it's just, I love the back and forth. It's beautiful. Hey guys, we're 6-1 to start off the season. If I were to tell you that from a big picture perspective, people would be like, great, that's nice. But then you got the watchers, and I'm including myself in this. I am. I'm including myself in this. Big picture, we're 6-1. Smaller picture, okay? There's things that have to be better. I will argue any one of you. Correct. Painter takes Nola's spot in the rotation. Maybe you might be right about that. You might be. I'm saying that you might be. I'm not telling you that you are. Next year. Not this year. What a pitch. And that is taken for a strike. Pitch to Turner. Ground ball hit over to third base. Backhanded by Muncy. The throw over to first. And Turner is just out by less than half a step. Oof. Yep, just about a quarter of a step. If they don't win the division, it's a failed season, says Tyler. What's up, Jason? And now it's Bryce Harper up to bat. And he takes the first pitch for a ball. Pitch to Harper. Check swing. Did he go? And they say no. Bernie, a new member. Let's go. Thank you so much, Bernie. Appreciate you very, very much. One pitch, and there's a foul ball. If we lose this game, the season is over. 1-2 pitch. That's in the dirt for ball 2. Pitch to Harper. Popped up, hit out over towards shallow left center field. Betts gets called off by Pajes, and there's out number 2. Thanks again for the membership, my friend. Here comes Bohm. The pitch to Alec. Line drive, hit out over towards right field. It's going to be caught by Teoscar Hernandez, and the inning is over. So, We've played 6 innings and go to the top of the 7th. It's 3-1 Dodgers. Okay. I don't know why this game feels like it's been so long. It's felt like a 3-hour game, and it's only 2 hours and 11 minutes. Well, since we started the stream, the game itself is under 2 hours right now, but even still, it's wild. Orioles have a 6-1 lead against the Royals. Yankees lead at 8-4 against the Pirates. Let's do this. Do I know the Philly captain? I don't know him personally. I mean, yeah, I don't know him personally. I've watched his videos. I have reached out to him. He's come on here to this channel a couple of times, which is really awesome. But I've never met him personally, is what I meant to say. He needs to be sent down to AAA. Aaron is horrible, says David. Look at this. This is beautiful. It's great. Bohm is terrible. Yep. They got to get rid of they got to get rid of Bohm. They got to get rid of Nola. They got to get rid of I'm just kidding about the Bohm thing because I kind of agree with that. I do. I would like to try to find a way to move on from him, but Bohm, Nola, Stott, Trey, Casty. I mean, they're all terrible. They're all bad. They're all awful. Joe Ross is going to come on in the pitch, so Aaron Nola is not going to get the win today. Ross is pitching in his 3rd game. We do need another arm, though, in the bullpen. That's the one thing that I've learned so far. And Sosa, I don't understand, again, why he's not in the lineup. MC says sarcasm. Part of it is sarcasm. Topper can go too, yep. Yep, just get rid of everybody. Clean house. Clean house. 0-1, swing and a miss. The daycare needs to be closed down. Dudes are pushing 30 for sakes. I'm with you there. I'm with you there, Brian. Thanks again for another $5 super chat, man. I love you, buddy. I do. I just love busting your chops as well. I do. The ball is 2 strikes and the pitch, and that's low and away for a ball. Stott, Bohm, yep. Oh, they all need to go at the deadlines. That's hilarious. Crawford, too. We realistically need a bullpen arm and an outfielder. Also appreciate you guys. I love you all, man. 1-2. That's down for ball 2. Got 202 people on here watching. 128 likes. Let's continue to get those numbers up, man. The pitch to Kike Hernandez. Strike 3 called at the knees. Got him. That's the first strikeout that we've had in 5 innings. Yeah, no, let's just let's call up the guy who hit the go-ahead 3-run home run for us. I can't remember his name right now. Against the Yankees. He should be playing every day, Larry. Who was it? Can somebody tell me? And honestly, I hope he does have a really good career. I'm not like making fun of the guy. I'm really not. Who's the guy that hit the 3-run homer for us in that comeback against the Yankees in spring training. 1-0 pitch, nets and down and inside for ball 2. Anybody? Because he should be playing every day. 2-0 pitch. Bouncing ball hit over towards shortstop. And Turner charges on over to first. And it's in time. You know what? The bank sucks too. Tear it down after the game and build a better park for tomorrow's game. Larry, you're killing me. You think that Painter plays this season? I do. I think Painter will play. So there's 2 up, 2 down. I needed this, Larry. You guys are funny. Pitch to Ohtani, and there's a high fly ball hit out towards center field, and Marsh will get under it, and I'll make the catch. Ohtani got way underneath it, and there's out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Phillies are down 3-1. All right, it is trivia time. It is Philadelphia Phillies trivia time. I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question, and if you get it right, you will hear this. If you get it wrong, you will hear this. Okay. All right. We'll do this trivia question. Okay. I played for the Phillies. Okay. At one point. 1 second. Other teams that I played for were the Astros. That was the only other team I played for. I had 104 strikeouts, and I played with the Phillies back in 1988. Abraham Goldberg. Nope. Played for the Astros, and then I played for the Phillies back in 1988. This is for all of you old-timers. We love you all. This is for all of you who have been watching Phillies for a while. Frank Rizzo. No. I'll give you one more hint. In Game 6 of the 1986 NLCS, I unleashed 2 wild pitches. A walk and an RBI single. The pitch. That's outside and high for a ball. Andrew Bellotti. Absolutely no. 1-0 pitch. There's a foul ball. Played for the Astros. Played for the Phillies back in 1988. And in Game 6 of the 1986 NLCS, I was the guy that unleashed 2 wild pitches, a walk and an RBI single. And the Astros ended up losing in that game 7-6. And the answer is Jeff Calhoun. That is the answer. 1-2, and that's up high for ball 2. I wanted to give you something that was a little bit tougher for those of you that have been tuning in for a very long time. Do you guys remember Jeff Calhoun? Does the name ring a bell? Played for the Phillies from 87 to 88. 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Kepler's down on strikes. Kasparius is pitching. See, I can't give you easy ones. Can't just always give you easy ones. Got to give you the tough ones too. The pitch to Castellanos. That's outside for a ball. 1-0 to Castillo. There's a fly ball hit out over towards right field. It's not that deep. And Teoscar gets under it and makes the grab. Kepler doesn't look like a keeper. Yeah, none of these guys do. Yeah, they should all be off. They're terrible. They're all bad. Comes JT, first pitch, strike one. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Did go. You're right, JJ, says Brian. Yep, just get rid of everybody. Just let them all go. Oh, to the JT. That's low and away for a ball. Pitch to JT. Foul ball. I was a kid back then. I honestly don't remember that. Yeah, a little bit more info about him. Okay. After baseball, Ashley, he was born in LaGrange, Georgia, and he went to the University of Mississippi in Oxford, Missouri. Or Mississippi, I'm sorry. He was selected by the Astros back in the 1980 MLB draft. And he was sent from the Astros to the Phillies for Ron Reynolds. If you remember Ron Reynolds. The pitch. There's a foul ball. The 2-2 to JT, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards center field, and on the run to make the catch is Pajes, and the inning is over. And so there's out number 3. Just trying to rationalize with you, trying to understand where your mind is. Well, my mind is the postseason success that Aaron Nola has had. He's been really successful pretty much throughout the postseason. Also, okay, if just from watching these games, sure, does he give up the long ball? Yes. But it's not like he's given up like 3-run homers every single inning, or like 3-run homers or 2-run homers like 2 times a game. Sometimes, yeah, he'll give up solo shots, but then he bounces back. And today, I mean, they're playing the Dodgers. Like, let's also rationalize this. The Dodgers have a very good hitting team. Right? And they do put up a lot of runs. They're the best team in baseball. And overall, picture-wise, he only gave up 3 runs today in 6 strong innings. In 6 innings. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. And if you say that he's getting a lot of money, my other argument is this. Other pitchers now, money is changing because MLB does not have a salary cap. So if we're seeing pitchers get a lot of money, look at Garrett Crochet's contract. You know what I mean? Look at Garrett Crochet's contract. You really think that Garrett Crochet is going to be healthy throughout like the next 5 years or so? These contracts, like, these guys are getting paid more and more money. Like, we look at Bryce Harper's contract. Okay, My man was getting $339 million for 13 years, and that was a lot of money back in 2019. Now we look at Juan Soto's contract, and he's getting paid the huge bucks. So, again, the whole concept of money is changing the game of baseball, because you think about like $339 million, and back then that was a lot of money. But it's really not much in baseball nowadays. That's a pretty cheap deal. Top of the 8th. And the pitch from Joe Ross. And that's taken for a strike. Good try, Nola stinks. Yeah, okay. You just don't wanna hear my side. That's fine. That's good. 0-1. That's high for a ball. You can have your own opinion. Like, that's cool. So now it's no balls, 2 strikes. We're in the top of the 8th. It's 3-1 Dodgers. Ross gets set at the letters and fires, and it's outside for a ball. Can't believe anyone is blaming Nola for a potential loss. He was 1 run off of a quality start. Let's be real. It's the offense again. This offense is the glaring issue thus far this season. The pitch. Now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's a rational comment. That's correct. 2-2 pitch to Betts, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. It was off the end of the bat. Kepler's there, and he'll make the grab for out number 1. Let's get another comeback win today. I agree. Continue to like and continue to subscribe to the channel too, folks. Lager up. Teoscar up to bat, and the pitch, and that's popped up, hit out over towards center field. Marsh gets under it, and he'll make the catch. A rational comment in this chat, says Larry. The base running error changed the whole momentum. Yeah, that's also a very good point too. If we're talking about Aaron Nola today, why aren't we discussing Bryson Stott? That to me was a bigger problem. The base running. 2 outs and the pitch to Conforto. There's a foul ball. Late inning heroics are our only hope. Oh, 1 pitch. Line drive played on the bounce by Turner. They played him up the middle. The throw over to first is in time. And the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Stott, Marsh, and Schwarber all due up to bat. Phillies only have 3 hits today. Why don't we talk about that? They've only put up 1 run today. Why don't we talk about that? Why don't we also talk about how the Phillies today have not done good with runners in scoring position. They're 0 for 5. Why don't we bring that up? Ross did look really good in that inning. He did. I can't believe that we actually squeezed 2 innings out of him. Tell you that. Stott was running on that pitch. That was not his fault, says Jack. First and foremost, appreciate the super chat. He wasn't running on that pitch. He wasn't running. He was running after the ball was hit. Going to the bottom of the 8th. But I do appreciate the super chat, my friend. Love you all. Come on after the game. Come talk to me. What's the phone number? Comment it down below. I know what the phone number is. It's 610-314-0844. Fire the base coaches. Here's the event. Come on and come talk to me after the game. Talk to me about your frustrations, because some of them are valid when it comes to the hitting. There we go. Alex Vesia is going to be pitching for the Dodgers. And he's going to be facing Bryson Stott here. First pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Jackson's another $2 super chat. Appreciate you, man. Just going by what they said on Fox. No, I appreciate you, though, man. The ball is 1 strike. And the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? They say yes, he did. Sosa is on deck, folks. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's on deck for Brandon Marsh. No balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. That's outside for a ball. He's on deck. The 1-2, the Stott, swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Here comes Sosa. Here we go. Sosa is coming on up to the plate. And he gets a round of applause. Let's see the Sosa emotes. First pitch to Edmundo, strike 1. If he doesn't get on here, then it's going to be, we're all going to be yelling at Rob. 0-1. That's inside and low for a ball. Charge! 1 ball, 1 strike. The windup and the pitch to Sosa. Foul ball towards the screen, right behind home plate. And the count is 1-2. Vesia does have a 1.8 ERA. Sosa lifetime 1 for 2 against him. And the 1-2 pitch, line drive, foul ball. Ooh, that was his pitch. Got 204 people tuning on in. Make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks again for all the super chats, man. I really appreciate that. The 1-2 to Sosa, swing and a miss. Got a 93-mile-per-hour fastball. And there is out number 2. And Kyle Schwarber's coming up to the plate. Join the Discord after this if you want to come on and talk to me. It's right here. Here's Schwarber at the plate, and he takes ball one. The 1-0 to Schwarber. Ooh, he got a fastball right at the knees at 94, and he took it all the way. Schwarber is 0 for 7 against Vesia in his career. He's walked once, though, against him. 1-1 pitch, foul ball, got another fastball right down the middle. Timing was off. One-two pitch, and that hits Kyle. It got him, and the tying run is coming up to the plate. Got him right on the inner elbow. Trey Turner's up. First pitch to Trey, foul ball as it goes out of play over towards the right field side. Trey singled in the first, also stole a base, so Ryan Kirkering is getting warmed up to pitch the 9th inning. No balls, 1 strike. Vesia kicks and fires the pitch, swing and a miss. Damn it. A slider. Just could not get on. Gotcha, man. We are on for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game. The 0-2 to Turner. Foul ball. George! Trinan's warming up in the bullpen. No balls, 2 strikes to Trey Turner. And the 0-2 outside for a ball. Vesia was ready to walk back to the dugout. One ball, 2 strikes, tying run at the plate. 2 outs, and the pitch wide again. Looking at the NL West standings, the Giants are 6-1, the Dodgers are 7-2, and the Diamondbacks are 5-3, and the Rockies 1-6. Schwarber leads off over at first, and the 2-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. And Turner strikes out on an off-speed pitch that goes running into the dirt, and the inning is over, and we go to the 9th inning, just like that. 3-1 Dodgers. Okay. That's just struck out the side there. Guys, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well, and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when we go live for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. After the game is done, okay, we will be doing the 76ers game. The 76ers play at 7 o'clock. I will be doing a post-game show. And we'll see how things end up going with the rest of this game. It's beautiful. Edmundo Sosa is now going to be playing out in center field. He's playing his first major league inning in center field with the Phillies. It's insane. I've been posting on Twitter, trying to get people involved on there. Only 3 hits today for the Philadelphia Phillies, 1 run as well. Edmundo Sosa is playing out in center field for the very first time in our regular season game. Got another $2 super chat. Turner seemed a much better player before we got him. Yeah, I'm with you. Jack, again, thanks so much for the $2. Appreciate you. Part of it, I think, is the money. Sometimes the money does that to you. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch, and that's taken outside for a ball. Tanner Scott is warming up in the pen. And Tanner Banks is on the mound for the Phillies. 1-1 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards center field, and Sosa is there to make the catch. He was running in for a second, and then was able to track it down. He says, I'm good. Yeah, what's the excuse for him striking out there? Well, the excuse is that he should be playing. He should have been playing to start with. Ball will find you. You can run, but you can't hide. But JT's gonna find you. It's such a great bar. Came up with it yesterday. I've never heard anybody else say it. Well, no, that's down for a ball. If somebody else has said it, I do apologize. 2-0, and that's high for a ball. Trey is the Paul Georgia baseball. Maybe not that bad, but in the ballpark, says Lou. That is a very interesting comparison that I never really thought about. 3-0 pitch. There's a pop-up hit out over towards shallow left field. Bohm says he has it. It's drifting over towards foul ground, and Bohm will be there to make the catch. MPP, what's up, man? What's up, dude? Why was Orion warming up? Is the question that I have. Decided to go with Banks instead. Pajes is at the plate. And the pitch. It's taken for a strike. Sure. A 1, and that's high for a ball. I'll buy that. I'll buy that, Lou. One pitch, swing and a miss. I'm curious as to why he's playing center, though, over Johan Rojas right now. Just from a defensive perspective. 1-2. That's down for ball 2. Maybe they're planning on playing him tomorrow. Bernie says, I liked Banks a lot last year. 1-2 pitch on the way, foul ball. Hit back over towards the screen. Continue to like and continue to subscribe to the channel. 2-2 pitch. High for ball 3. And the count is now full. Three-two pitch. Outside for ball 4. And there's a 2-out walk. And that'll bring up Kike Hernandez. 12 strikeouts in 6 innings this year from Alex Vesia. That's actually pretty impressive. That comment was picked up from my radio. I didn't say that. The pitch. There's a called strike. So wait, so you're not... Wait, picked up from your radio. So you're not listening to me? Damn. Oh, 1 pitch. That's outside for a ball. Banks looks back at first. Now back to the plate. And the 1-1 pitch is a foul ball. Excuse me. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kike. And Banks was ready to fire it back over to first, but decided not to. 1-2 pitch. And there's a fly ball hit out over towards center field. It's playable. Sosa does get under it and makes the catch. And the inning is over. And so we go to the bottom of the 9th. Let's go. Harper, Bowman, Kepler all due up in the batting order. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. And turn on the bell icons too. Here's the event link. Oop. There it is. Right over here. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me go to studio mode for a quick second. Pre-game show. Tools, scripts. Let's make it down to 6 minutes. Okay. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. I go on for Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles games. I appreciate you all so much for being on here. Make sure you guys like. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel as well. All right, Harper, Bohm, and Kepler are due up in the batting order for the Phillies. Is the meat of the lineup. Looks like the sun is starting to peek out, or not the sun peeking out, but it looks like it's getting brighter. That's really what I meant to say. Scott's going to pitch. It has not been a smooth sailing season for him. He's 2 for 3 in save opportunities, but he has a 5.40 ERA. The Phillies are looking to try to get a chance to come back. They're only down by 2 runs. It's 3-1. Harper did walk in the 4th. We'll see what they can do here. Lefty on lefty. First pitch to Bryce Harper. Swinging a ground ball. Hit over towards third base. It's knocked down by Muncy, but he can't get over. He can't play it properly, and Harper gets on with an infield single. It was hit sharply over towards third. I want to see a replay of this. Looked like he got the glove down. It sort of took a weird spin. It actually sort of spiraled towards the left side, and Muncy couldn't really play it properly. And so it's a wicked bounce, and the tying run's coming up to the plate. And that's Bohm. The pitch, line drive. Played on the bounce over at shortstop by Betts. The throw over to second, there's one. The throw to first in time for a double play. Oh, boy. And there's 2 outs. Phillies down to their final out. And it's all up to Max Kepler. Pitch to Max, and there's a fly ball hit out over towards left center field, and that's going to be caught right on the track, and the game is done. Didn't even take 2 minutes. And that is it. The Phillies lose by a final score of 3-1 as Scott comes on in, and he gets the save. And that is going to wrap it up. All right, we got ourselves a post-game show. I want us to talk about this. There's a lot for me to unpack here, and I want to talk to you guys about it. I do. I feel like we have to go on, and I feel like we have to talk about this. Players of the game, the Dodgers bullpen, 5 innings, 1 hit allowed, no walks, no runs, 4 strikeouts. It's wild. All right, we're going to start our event right now. We're going to copy the event link. It's right here. All right, call on in, too, if you want to leave a voicemail message. You're more than welcome to do so. Would love to hear what you guys have to say about this. Bigger picture, the series is tied 1-1. But when you look at this game, not a good game offensively. They did fine pitching-wise. Just not enough offensively. All right, see you all soon. We had our post-game show. Don't go anywhere. Be right back.
graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I missed putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Get out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
All right. Let's do a little exercise together, okay? Let's close our eyes just for a second. And let's breathe. Because that, I think, describes the tone of what Phillies Nation is going through right now. Upset about the performance today. In the bigger picture of things, the team is 6-2. 6-2. Phillies are 6-2. They're not 1-6. They're not 0-8. They're 6-2. Just remember that. We can criticize the offense. We can talk about what went wrong in this game, and we will. But just remember, we're 6-2, and we beat the Dodgers last night, and the series is tied. We'll get to tomorrow as well. Come on here, come talk to me. And also leave me a voicemail message, man. Talk to me about your thoughts about this game, about this team, because that's what we do. Okay? We're here when there's good times, we're here when there's bad times. All right, hit the thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on those notification bell icons, and that way you'll know when we go live. Okay, sometimes what I do too is I lose sight of the fact that this is just 8 games. I do that too because we cover them every day and we watch every single pitch. Okay, so I understand that. I want to first of all apologize to one of our to one of our viewers on here because he was right. Stott was going the second base on the pitch, and at first I didn't see it. But it was true. He was going on the pitch, and that was just unlucky. He was going over to second base. He was running as the pitch was being thrown. I thought he was running afterwards. But I was mistaken for that, and I do apologize whenever I'm wrong. And I was wrong. Watch the replay when we were in this little timeout here, and that was just a bad play. That could have changed a lot in this game. It really could have. I want the Phillies to be aggressive, and that was a good time for them to be aggressive. It just was unlucky, and it was a good throwback over to first. So, yes, he was right. He was right about that. I will get to Aaron Nola in just a second. But I think that the biggest glaring thing today is that, again, we had opportunities against Sasaki. Sasaki was not perfect. Sasaki has come on into the majors, and things have not been looking good for him. Before the game even started, okay, Rob Thompson decided not to play Edmundo Sosa again. I don't understand how he's okay with playing him out in center field in the 9th inning, just for 1 inning. But yet he's not okay with him. But yet he's not starting. Last year I understood the fact that Trey Turner was the everyday player. And look, Trey was hot before he went on the IL. He was really hot. He was hitting the cover off the baseball, and things were coming naturally for him. They were. And so, and Mundo Sosa comes on, then he stays hot. He was the odd man out last year. It was hard. It was really, really hard to swallow things. But you wouldn't take Bohm out because he was producing runs. The only person that you could argue was Bryson Stott. But even at that time, we thought Stott was going to bounce out of his slump. So, I understood it last year. This year, I don't understand it because nobody else is hitting. Nobody else is hitting right now. Schwarber was hitting. Kepler was hitting. And now, we don't really have anybody hitting. So, the fact that he is not in your lineup for 2 days in a row is just so sad to me. Because that guy is hustled. That guy has that blue-collar mentality. He wants to play. And he's succeeding. How is he not playing is my question. That's my number one question from today. They didn't even just bench him 1 game. They benched him 2 games in a row. He'll probably play tomorrow. Somebody's probably going to get the day off tomorrow. I'm sure JT might. I don't know if he's going to get the day off tomorrow, but we'll talk about JT in just a little bit. But I just really wanted to just express my frustrations with this offense because I thought that, again, we had some opportunities to come through and we tensed up on the bat. First inning starts. Schwarber singles, Turner singles, and then Turner swipes second, and we're playing small ball. Harper has a terrible at-bat in that first inning. We know that Bryce is going through a slump. He is, but all we ask for Bryce to do is just make a little play there. Okay, you don't have to, hit the long ball. You can just get a sac fly. You can just hit a little slow roller over towards the first base side. And that's fine. That's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But for him to not be able to come through, at least Alec Bohm today did ground out to second base and got the run home. 5 pitches, though, from Alec Bohm today and 4 at-bats. That's inexcusable. How about that terrible approach in the 9th inning after Harper gets on with an infield single, and yet you need somebody to just get on base and not do too much there. And he grounds into that double play over to Mookie Betts. Not a good time to do that. The plate discipline today sucked. It was terrible. It was absolutely horrific today. You beat yourselves today. The Dodgers didn't beat you. You beat yourselves. Kepler didn't look at a lot of pitches today. Let's give him some blame, too. Max flies out to center in the second at bat. First of all, he grounds out to second base to end the first inning, and the Phillies could have gotten another run there. But then as the game goes on, my man found ways to get himself out, too. And I think that this brings up a bigger issue, and that is Kevin Long. Because we've seen this over and over and over and over again, where the bats do tend to tense up. And I don't like that. The Dodgers have a better bullpen than the Rockies do. They have a better bullpen than the Nationals do. And so it was kind of inevitable to me that we were going to lose this game. It was. I'm bothered. What I'm really bothered with, besides just the offense not putting up good quality at bats, is I'm bothered again with the inconsistent lineups and putting Schwarber in the leadoff spot one day and then Turner in the leadoff spot the other day. I don't think no one's really talking about this, but we talk about how much consistency does matter. You're changing the lineups, and that might also, not to bring any sort of excuses for the players, but that does change things from an offensive perspective, because now we're looking at, well, who's seen the first pitches? Who's seen the pitches first? The strategy is, in order for you to win these games, you got to take the pitcher out first. And while the Phillies actually did that to Sasaki, Dave Roberts won them this game because he saw that Sasaki was getting into a little bit of trouble, and then he decided to go to the bullpen from there. And his bullpen was lights out. His bullpen was really, really good. But you're not getting any sort of consistency by changing this lineup every single day. And that, on top of the bad offense, is what does bother me. But again, let's zoom out for a quick second, because big picture, they're 6-2. It's weird. Again, there's things that we don't like, but then we have to remember that they're 6-2. And that's not flawed either. We can go through some at-bats that I would like us to have back, but the bottom line is that we only got 3 hits today. And Sasaki went 4 innings, allowed all 3 hits. Well, really, it was 4 hits that the Phillies had. But he allowed 3 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, and then Bonda, Kasparius, Vesia, and Scott shut the door. That was a good bullpen that you went up against today. And it was going to be really tough for you to score off of that bullpen. Back to that 7th inning, though. Bryson Stott, man. I take back what I said in that moment, because that was just unlucky. You want to be aggressive there. And I'm fine with him running right before the pitch is thrown because he wants to steal second base. A bad base running play would be if he ran after the ball was hit. And he did not do that. That's a bad base running play. But once they couldn't get that runner home in the 7th inning, that was really ball game. Or was that the 5th inning? That was the 5th inning. I didn't do such a good job today keeping score. That was the 5th. It just sucks that JT got on with the walk, Stott got on with a single, and then Marsh flied out, and JT made a nice heads-up play by going on over to third base. That was the right play. And then Schwarber just lined into the double play. I just thought that today, I thought that was the opportunity. I thought that was the chance. I did. And we should have gotten some more runs in that first inning. But bad at-bats today. Castellanos didn't see a lot of pitches. Stott was being way too aggressive. Sosa put up a 5-pitch at-bat, but he struck out. I can't really say that I blame him, but has to be better. Turner put up a 6-pitch at-bat, but ended up striking out swinging to end that 8th inning. But only 3 pitches in that 9th inning. You know how inexcusable that is? You're beating yourselves in that spot. You are. Is it the end of the world? No. Is it annoying? Yes. But at the end of the day, 6-2. And we have a chance to win the series tomorrow. I'm not all down, but I'm not all high either. Yesterday was beautiful. We got the win against the Dodgers, handed them their first loss today. They provided a counterpunch. But I thought that we beat ourselves from an offensive perspective. This whole Aaron Nola thing is funny to me. Glass half full, glass half empty. People don't like Aaron Nola because he gives up the home run ball. Even though a lot of them are solo home runs. Okay? Big picture-wise, Aaron Nola gave up a 2-run homer to Kike Hernandez, and then he gave up a solo homer to Michael Conforto. That's just 3 earned runs. That's not a bad outing. That's not a bad outing at all. And actually, you could actually make the argument that because the Dodgers, on paper, have a very good high-power offense, not everybody's Jesus Luzardo. It's so hard to shut out an offense like that. Aaron Nola's job today was to keep you involved in the game, and that's what he did. And the offense was the biggest issue because they tensed up on the bat, and they couldn't put the bat on the ball when it mattered the most. That's the bottom line with Aaron Nola. The 2 pitches that he had were not good pitches to Kike Hernandez and Michael Conforto. But to say that he's the reason why you lost the game, can somebody just wrap that through my head? What are you talking about? You're letting the offense off the hook. Nola had 2 bad pitches. He wasn't good in this first outing. He was good in the first 4 innings, and then the 5 earned runs came, and he blew it. Today, he wasn't bad, though, at all. Besides the 2 home runs, that was it. Sure, does he allow the most home runs? Yeah. But again, how many guys get on base when he's allowing those homers? Not a lot. The bullpen today looks good. Tanner Banks did great. Joe Ross did really well, too. But then one could argue that the game was over pretty much after you couldn't get any runs in that 5th inning. But I still thought that the bullpen kept you involved. The pitching has been really outstanding for the most part. And I cannot be happier with how this pitching staff is done. You lost today because your offense couldn't bail you out. And that's a problem. We've seen that over and over and over again. Rob Thompson should have never sat in Mundo Sosa. Should have never done that. But at the same time, your bats are just tensing on up. You got to find ways to get back into your groove. You know how when the Phillies play loose, folks, it's not that hard to digest. When they play loose, when they're goofy, when they're laughing, when they're smiling, and they're having fun, they're a tough out. When they're tensing up and the bats become frigid, that's when you worry. That's when you cringe. That's when you close your eyes because you know something bad's going to happen and that you're not going to get a lot of outs, and so you're not going to get a lot of runners on, and you're not going to score a lot of runners because the bats are just that cold. That's the truth. But Aaron Nola did not lose you this game. He didn't lose you this game. The bats did. I'm sure a lot of people would take, a performance where he only gives up 3 earned runs against the Dodgers, right, in 6 innings. I'm sure a lot of teams would take that. Last thing I want to say, then I'll open it up to you guys. is this. The inconsistent lineups need to stop. Rob's not helping with that either. I'm okay with him shaking up the lineup a little bit. But who's your leadoff hitter? Is it Schwarber or is it Trey? No more of this lefty-righty thing. I'm done with it. I don't like it. Jimmy Rollins wouldn't just slide down to the 5 spot, or Shane Victorino wouldn't just slide down to like the 7 or the 8 spot. Maybe some of the days like in his earlier parts. But it's just annoying. I want consistency with this lineup. And Rob is not doing that. Rob's not doing that. And then when Trey Turner gets really, really cold, he still plays him and he still puts him in like the 1-2 hole. That's not right either. You got to learn how to manage the game properly. And Rob hasn't done that. Come on here. Come talk to me. Let me know how you're feeling. Okay? And let's talk about those Phils. If you want to text on in, you can do that too. Okay. Let's play our voicemail messages. First and foremost, let me get this up and running. And we'll play this. All right? The Discord server is right down below. I will be taking Discord calls too. Come on in and come talk to me. Okay. Let's play this.
Yo, Jay, Pistol P here. I go by the name which one's on there.
Let's go.
On your site. I called in just to make a comment. Out of anything with these 2 games, the weakest link right now is Bando. We got to get Romano. So that's about it. I don't know. I was going to try to talk to you live, but I'll catch you next time. All right, buddy. Thanks.
First and foremost, thanks so much for calling on into the show. I appreciate that very, very much. Second of all, I'm going to disagree with you here. Our biggest weak link has been the offense. It's been just I would actually say that Bryson Stott has been a weakness so far this year, and Brandon Marsh and Alec Boehm have right now. I would take that, and I would equate that to Jordan Romano. I would. Those 4 guys have been a big part of our weaknesses. If you want to talk about weaknesses, period. But then our strengths go to our starting pitchers. Luzardo has been a strength. Nola, not in the first outing, in that 4th inning. And then the 5th inning, no. But Wheeler's been great. And the other guy, Sanchez, let's see what he does tomorrow. I'm excited to see what he does. We'll see. Should be interesting. But yeah, Romano, I think Romano's part of your weak link in the bullpen. If you want to talk about quote-unquote weak links, but the reason why you're losing games. I mean, Romano didn't even lose you the game yesterday. He almost did, but he didn't even lose you the game yesterday, which is kind of funny when you really think about it. Stott, Marsh, and Boehm, the daycare, have been terrible. Have been terrible for you. They've been really bad to start off the season. Anybody else want to come on and give your thoughts? You're more than welcome to do so. Let's go to voice and see if anybody texted on in or called on in. And again, appreciate you all for doing that. All right, Mark wants to come on Discord. If you guys want to come on Discord and talk to me, you're more than welcome to do so. Get Mark to come on. Do that right now. It's right over here. Mark, unmute yourself. There you are. What's up? Mark, can you hear me?
You're muted,
One sec.
or your mic's not working.
One sec. I will fix that right now. 1 second. Just kidding. It's starting. I gotta get Discord back up right now. Treat some chats. The worst part is Rob should have taken him out of the game when he's messing up, says Skeleton. Thanks for the redirect, guys. I appreciate it. BW, thanks so much for the redirect, my friend. I really appreciate it. I didn't see you were on here. So I was doing my post game. So I appreciate the redirect. Where are we? Here we are. Okay. All right. Now let me get you on. Sorry about that, Mark. All right, can you hear me now? Up now you're muted. There you go.
Hey, hello.
What's up, Mark? How are you, man?
Nothing much. I just watched the game. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I think that's fair. What are you disappointed about, man? Like, talk to me. Pour your heart out. Come on, talk to me.
I wish I could curse, but I'm gonna try not to curse.
Yes.
It's about the consistency, about Rob not pulling his pitcher when they're having a bad game, and the bats are being cold, cause it reminds me of the 2024 Phillies again.
I'm with you there. I am. I'm with you on the bats. I am. I think that there's no reason why Edmundo Sosa. I mean, that's 2 games in a row, dude, that he's benched. Can you explain that to me?
Yeah, like why? Why would you want? Well, why? Oh, sorry for the stutter, but
No,
why
go
would you
for it.
want? What you said?
No. Go for it. Go for it.
All right. Here's the thing. Why do you bring your guy to the outfield instead of the bats? He's been like the powerful link for this offense,
Yep.
and you. Oh wait, sorry. And then you like bring in someone who's like really cold and hasn't hit a bat for like so long, and I'm like, what is wrong with this team? Like, do they even care about making it to the World Series? Because they like giving me like Sixers vibes. I know they're like losing, but I mean winning, but like it is like giving me like Sixers because you know the the GM and the manager like don't care to like set their players up to fail, and then the owner like what was I was gonna say? Like don't care about winning championship. All he cares about is like money and like cause the Phillies owner like knows darn well like the fans gonna come back when they reach the playoffs. Like I'm just like so sick of it. And I told like halftime halftime like don't give them your money.
Yeah, if they give you this junk, yeah. It's
Yeah,
it's it's such a weird spot, Mark, because again, we're 6-2. Like big picture wise, we're 6-2. We are. But the issue is that we've been so accustomed to terrible hitting. And
I
that's the
agree with you.
frustrating part.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
That is.
And another thing too, I was having like have this idea like, how about we get rid of the guys that don't know how to bat and bring in like the fresh player, like the rookies
What'd you
that
say?
like know
What'd you
how to
say at the
bat.
end? I'm so sorry.
Oh, sorry, you can talk.
No. I wanted to know. I wanted to know what you said at the end. I couldn't hear you.
I'll say like, how about we get rid of like the veterans and then bring in the rookies, like so we can like develop them. Cause you know like the Eagles like they draft everybody and then like develop them and they're like homegrown talent.
Getting rid of the veterans, would that mean like Trey Turner, Bryce Harper, JT? Are you saying like all of those guys?
But not all of them. I just like talk about the ones that don't know how to hit and like
Oh, like
they're
Baum.
inconsistent.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I'm more with like the guys that were considered to be the daycare, like 2 or 3 years ago, Those are the ones that I'm getting tired of. Bryson Stott struggling, Brandon Marsh just not hitting consistently, and Alec Boehm. Like I'm more so open to looking in another direction with those guys. But Mark, I appreciate you so much. I love you, man, and I appreciate you so much for coming on here. Come back anytime, man. You always put in some really, really good calls on here.
Thank you, man. Plus, go Birds.
Go Birds, baby.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll see you, man. Shout out to Mark. Shout out to Mark in the chat. Let's give him a little round of applause. Let's do that. Yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying that we weren't able to produce offensively today. And that's been really just the main vibe. I feel like that the whole thing that we can all agree on, what we all can agree on, is that the offense is not doing enough. We pay the offense how much money to produce runs, and they're not producing runs against starting pitching like they should be. That we can all agree on. And I'll keep saying this again. Again, big picture-wise, they're 6-2. It's weird. But if they go out there and win the series tomorrow, I don't care how they do it. That's a good weekend. That's a good series. Yeah? Let's read some comments before I go out. Do that. And then we'll talk about it. That's it. Thanks again, BW, for the raid. But he did give up 30. Bats are cold right now, real cold, and that's the problem. Doesn't get any easier with Glass now on the bump tomorrow. Do you think that Rob's leaning more towards Schwarber, in the leadoff spot? I think he's willing to do this lefty-righty thing, and I don't think that helps them out either. I don't think that helps them out either. I really don't. Rob does not care about consistency, says Skeleton. Then what does he care about right now? Being stubborn? Doing it his own way? I don't know. Mike, you said that you wanted Jazz last year. And you said that you wanted Alonso last year, too. I remember you said that. But Pete Alonso, to be fair, would frustrate you because he was frustrating a lot of Mets fans last year. Talked to a lot of Mets fans last year. And he was frustrating them. Wait, so you're saying get rid of Stott because he can't hit, but he plays a great second base. That's the same that Rojas does, says Mike. I'm saying I'm open to getting rid of Bryson Stott. Stott's not hitting right now. Marsh is not hitting right now. Bohm's not hitting right now. It's contagious. It's not just one player. All three of them are not hitting. Is the problem. That's the problem. All right, let's get Scott on here. Let's invite Scott on to speak. Talk more about these Phillies. And then I think that we're just going to call it. What's up, Scott? How are you?
Morning, JJ.
How
How are you, freaks?
I'm doing pretty good, man. What's up?
Oh, looking forward to it tomorrow.
Yeah. I want us to take the series tomorrow.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about
Not-
this team?
Disappointed. Sasaki should have been in there from the start.
Yeah.
Rojas, I wouldn't have Marsh in there. And yeah, the bats are cold. They need to wake up.
Let me ask you this, okay? If you're making these lineups, okay, I want to ask you because I know that you're a big baseball fan. Okay, so you're flip-flopping the leadoff hitter. You're flip-flopping the batting order. How much does that like decrease your confidence?
Doesn't really decrease my confidence. It's a long season. We've only just started, so.
That's true.
But
That's true.
it's disappointing to see Rob still taking the same actions or
Right.
inactions.
Yes, I'm with you there. Do you have are you concerned about this bullpen? Is my other question I wanted to ask you.
No, not really. Um, Romano's going well. I've been very impressed with him.
Yeah.
Nola
Even after the 2
wasn't
runs that he gave
bad.
up last night?
Sorry?
Even after the 2 runs that he gave up last night in the 9th inning, you still trust him?
Yeah,
Romano?
yeah.
Okay.
I still got to give him some length of the string to go. So,
I'm with you.
Hoffman, I was disappointed we let Hoffman go, but that's the way it goes, and move on.
Yeah, I'm with you there. What's something, before I let you go, what's something that you think that the Phillies need to do tomorrow if they are going to beat Tyler Glass now?
Wake up the bats. That's it.
Just plain and simple. I love it. I love it.
Plain and simple. The
Yes.
other thing everyone on here needs to do is to check out your shorts, your posts, and also check out mine on my channel. Denbru's doing a great job doing some clips for you, so check out Denbru's channel and also the Broken Bell Network. They're also spreading the word very well.
Yep. I appreciate you, Scott. All right, I'll talk to you later.
And, it's great to see all your posts on X as well. The if
Thanks.
people can have a look at the X posts and get them out there, they're absolutely fantastic.
Yep. I appreciate it, man. All right. I want to get going. All right. I appreciate you,
Oh,
though.
if I can talk to you later about sorting out my fantasy, I'm in a fantasy conundrum.
Okay. I got you. I got you. Yep. All right. Sounds good. All right. See you.
Thanks,
Bye.
JJ.
Yep.
Thanks,
Of
Reese.
course.
Have a good night.
Bye. Scott on the phones. Yep. Got you, man. All right. I'm going to wrap it up. I will catch you all on the next one. All right. Love you all. Love you all. Bye bye.